If you have opened this video, then don't skip or don't ignore, just wait for 5 minutes. Let me teach you axis deviation and ECG. I am Dr. Zeba. Welcome to my channel Learn with me. What's electrical axis? It is actually the direction of Hertz electrical activity. Look at the diagram on right side of the screen. What is axis deviation? It is the orientation of Hertz electrical axis. Normally it's in between minus 30 degree to plus 90 degree. There are three types of axis deviation: right axis deviation, left axis deviation, and extreme axis deviation. This diagram is simplifying the regions where axis actually deviates. Normal region, LAD region, RAD region. RAD or right axis deviation. In this case, electrical axis is shifted more towards the right side of Hertz. Means right side of Hertz will be dominant in this case. In RAD cases, lead 1 will show negative QRS complex while it will be positive in lead 2 on ECG paper. LAD or left axis deviation. In this scenario, left side of Hertz will be more dominant, leading to the shifting of axis toward the left side. In LAD, QRS complex will be positive in lead 1 while it will be negative in lead 2. Look at the diagram on right side. Extreme axis deviation may be of two types: extreme RAD or extreme LAD. In this scenario, QRS complex or axis falls in between minus 90 degree and plus or minus 180 degree as per case. In extreme RAD, QRS complex will be positive in lead 1 and AVR while it will be negative in lead 2 and lead 3. In extreme LAD, QRS complex will be positive in lead 1 only while it will be negative in AVR and lead 2 and lead 3. Let's elaborate causes of axis deviation and pathophysiology in short. LAD may be due to LVH, IW, MI, LBBB, congenital heart diseases, etc. In inferior wall infarction, it creates electrically inert zone which disrupt normal conduction system, leading to the predominance of superiorly directed forces causing in left axis deviation. In left bundle branch block, electrical impulses primarily travels towards the right side of heart, leading to the delayed depolarization of left ventricle, leading to the LAD. Congenital heart diseases like atrioventricular septal defect, atrial septal defect, and tricuspid atresia will be showing LAD. RVH, lung diseases, anterior wall infarction, right-sided heart strain, RBBB will be showing RAD. In right ventricular hypertrophy, ventricular mass enlarges on the right side of heart, which generates stronger electrical forces on the right side, which shift overall electrical axis towards the right side of heart. Lung diseases like COPD causes pulmonary hypertension, which causes enlargement in right ventricle, which increases workload toward this side, causing RAD. In anterior wall infarction, damage to the left ventricle causes disrupt in normal conduction, which leading to the shift of electrical axis towards the right side. RV infarct, chronic lung diseases causes right ventricular region under strain, which create Its dominance in electrical activity system shifting overall axis towards the right side. Right bundle branch block causes delayed depolarization of right side of Earth, creating electrical vector leaning more towards the right side. Now see extreme LAD. This will be seen in left anterior fascicular block, severe inferior wall MI, severe LVH, artificial pacemaker, left axis ventricular tachycardia. Extreme RAD will be seen in severe RVH, right ventricular tachycardia, left posterior fascicular block, dextrocardia, acute right heart strain. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the whole video. I really appreciate your concentration and focus. Thank you once again. We will be back in very short span with another topic.